you're new to crochet and you want to learn how to crochet, in this video I'll be showing you how to make these 4 basic stitches as a crocheter. Welcome back, family. I am so happy to have you guys here. This video should have been the first I uploaded on this channel because it is going to guide crochet beginners on how to make these 4 basic crochet stitches, but as they say, better late than never, so here it is. As a crochet beginner, it is very advisable to use the 4.5mm hook, 5.0mm hook or 5.5mm hook to crochet, because this hook will make your work clear and you'll be able to see what you are doing. And it is also advisable to use a chunky yarn when you are working with a big hook, because when you use a tiny yarn with a big hook, your work is going to have a lot of spacing in it and it's not going to come out nice. So when you are using a big hook, use a chunky yarn with it, and a tiny hook, use a tiny yarn with it. That is how it works. We'll be starting off with the first stitch, and that is what we call chains. And to start up your chains, you have to make a slip knot. It is called a slip knot. What I am doing in the video, it is called a slip knot. And after making your slip knot like this, you insert your hook into that middle and grab your yarn. You grab your yarn with your index finger using your left hand, that is if you're a righty, and with your middle finger and your thumb, you hold that extra yarn that is showing at the down, and then yarn over, pull out from that hole, yarn over again like this, you pull through from it, yarn over, pull out of it. This is what we call chains. It is the first stage in crocheting. We do call it foundation chain because this is the first stage you do, the first thing you do when you want to make any kind of outfit. This is the first thing you do, and this is just how it looks. Let's do it again. Stick it again. First, you make your slip knot like this, and inside the slip knot you insert your hook, holding it with the hand you are used to. Then with your other hand, index finger, you grab your yarn, and with that same hand, middle finger and thumb, you hold that extra yarn and start to crochet your chains just like this. It is very easy to make chains. Yes, and that is basically chains. Now we are moving on to what we call single crochet. And as I said, chains are the 4 stages of crochet, so I already made my chain to proceed to single crochet. When you want to start a single crochet, the first thing to do is to add one more chain to your work before turning it. So I add one more chain like that. I'm not working in that chain, I'm going to be working in the next one, so that additional one is for convenience. So what I'm just going to do is insert my hook into that chain. I skipped that first one I added to it. The other one, I insert my hook into it like this, yarn over, pull out of that chain. Now I have 2 loops on my hook. Yes, 2 loops. Now I'm just going to yarn over and pull out of the two loops. And that is how we make a single crochet. Let's take it again. I'll insert my hook into the next chain. Yes, yarn over, pull out of that chain like that. Yes, now we have 2 loops. I just yarn over and pull out of those 2 loops, and that is how we make single crochet. Insert your hook into the chain, yarn over, pull out of the chain. You're going to have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through the 2 loops. That is it. This is how to make a single crochet. When you're about starting a single crochet, you add 1 chain to your remaining chains, or add 1 chain and then start to crochet from the following chain. this is basically how to make a single crochet. This is how to make a single crochet, and when you get to the end and you are about to start another row, all you need to do is add one more single crochet and then you can begin your next row. Moving on to the third stage, that is half double crochet. The first thing we'll do is to make our chain. Yeah, making chains is the first thing in crocheting. So you make your chains, make your slip knot, and then start to chain. When you are done making your chains, all you need to do is add 2 more chains when you want to start a half double crochet. Yes, you add 2 more chains. Remember, in single crochet we only added 1 chain, but in half double crochet you're going to be adding um 2 more chains, and that is where it's going to curve. So from this point, on the third chain from your hook, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into that third chain from your hook. Now you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, put through all the 3 loops like that. Let's take it again. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain like that, yarn over, pull out of that chain alone. Yes, just chain. Now you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through the all 3 loops, and that is how you make a half double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull out of that chain, 3 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. That is how to make a half double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook into the chain, yarn over. This is the last stitch on that row, and this is how you make half double crochet. So if you are going to continue, assuming you are continuing your work, you just chain to turn your work and walk down that row. This is how to make half double crochet. Moving to the fourth stage, we call this one the double crochet, and to start you start with your chains. Yeah, so you make a slip knot and begin your chains. Remember, we added 1 chain when we were about to start single crochet and 2 chains when we were about to start half double crochet, and in case of double crochet we are going to add 3 chains. So I just added 3 chains, and from the fourth chain from your hook, you're going to be starting your double crochet. So this is how to make double crochet. You yarn over like this, insert your hook into the fourth chain from your hook, yarn over, pull out of that chain. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through just 2, not everything, 2. Yes, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2. This is how to make a double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain. Yes, next chain, yarn over, pull through that chain, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2. This is how to make a double crochet. And this is how to make a double crochet. So in case of when you are continuing your work, you just add 3 chain and you continue. So these are the 4 main stitches you should master as someone who just picked interest in crochet. We have the chains, the single crochet, the half double crochet, and the double crochet. And this is what they look like. So if you are new to crochet, these are the 4 stitches you should know. From this point, you'll be able to make any kind of outfit you want. I have come to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and you learned something from it. Please give this video a thumbs up and also remember to subscribe to my channel. Also leave your thoughts in the comment section, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye.